Good evening, this is Michael Hanley from AmericanChina.org out of Suzhou. In this video, I'm going to recount a sexual interlude that I had with a Kenyan woman whom I had met in a bar in Guangzhou. Actually, it was a hotel bar at the W. And the reason why I'm recounting this event is because it was a sexual interlude that didn't turn out to be particularly pleasurable for either parties in the sexual interaction. She lived fairly close to the W, just a taxi cab ride away. It wasn't like we had to go through an extensive journey like I would if we were going to go back to my apartment, because I was living in Shintang at the time. I was working in school there, and it was about 45 minutes away from Tianhe, where the W is. So we go to her apartment, strip down, get into bed. I started engaging in oral sex with her for about 15 minutes. It's not like I wasn't putting any effort into it. However, I wasn't seeing the autonomic nervous responses that I usually get from a woman when I orally satisfy her. And I'm not saying I'm writing the next bestseller on oral sex by any means, but I can hold my own as a cunnilator. That's the term. I actually learned that term just recently. I'll be honest, it wasn't part of my vocabulary until I read The History of Oral Sex. It has come out actually just this year. I got it on my iPad. To get back to the oral sex, I wasn't seeing the more violent autonomic nervous system responses that I usually get from women whom I engage in cunnilingus with. So I decided, all right, what the hell, let's get into the actual sexual intercourse. And I put on a condom. I was erect. Believe it or not, she didn't really touch my penis at all, so I knew this wasn't really going to be the greatest sexual experience of my life by any means. And then, 3 or 4 minutes into the penetration, I could see that she wasn't really into it. I don't think she was that particularly sexually attracted to me, or maybe she was and she just wasn't into sex that night. I mean, she did go home with me, didn't want me to come to her apartment. Who the hell knows what her reasoning was, but it just wasn't happening. Maybe she just wasn't getting stimulated when she saw me take off my clothing. I mean, there could be a million reasons why she wasn't aroused by me. I didn't bother inquiring either. As far as that was concerned, I mean, I just didn't think there was really a point. I mean, women don't usually give you an honest answer anyway, so what's the point? First, I thought when I was performing oral sex on her, I wasn't getting those violent autonomic nervous system responses that I usually see, that she had like a clitorectomy, like that she had been subjected to female circumcision of some sort, because she was from East Africa, Kenya to be specific. Albeit I don't think Kenya has too much of the female circumcision. I think it's more in Somalia, but I think it does occur in Kenya as well. I'd have to look it up, I don't know. It's out of my field of expertise. But as far as I'm concerned, it seemed like she had a functional clitoris. I'm not a gynecologist, so my assessment may not have been accurate. I don't know. But regardless, the interaction didn't go too well, and I just decided to pull out and terminate the whole thing. I threw the condom in the garbage and just said, let's call it a night. I don't find any sexual pleasure in having sex with a woman if she's not going head over heels over me, even if she's half or 3/4 sexually aroused, interested. I don't see any point. If she's not 100% sexually attracted to me and interested in me, I don't bother with a sexual interlude. It's just simply just not worth it. I don't obtain the pleasure from that. Travel or die with AmericanChina.org.